Well, it's 8 o'clock in Boise, Idaho, and I'm trying to find some dry flies. Hello, I'm Matt, the disillusioned 1811. And my wife and I are headed out to Utah to run the Spartan Ultra, which is a 50K obstacle course race. And then after that, we were supposed to go do some fly fishing in a little secret hideaway spot in Montana called the Red Rocks Wildlife Refuge. I discovered it when I was a highway patrolman. I had to go out there for a rec one day, and it's just beautiful. But thanks to wildfires, there's a wildfire just outside the refuge called the Goose Fire, and it's like doubling in size, smoke and whatnot. So we got to pivot and we got to go to a different location. So we're going to fly fish up in Wyoming. But now the Wyoming location, I need some different flies. So we're going to go in here to the Idaho Angler, get some dry flies. Then we're going to roll out to Utah and just get my butt kicked in a Spartan race. So come along for the adventure. Let's see what happens. So these here are the flies that I got from Montana, and these are the flies for Wyoming. Yesterday was a long and boring and desolate drive. We made it to Huntsville, Utah, and we're staying at a little condo resort area. It's actually pretty nice. I'm about 15 minutes away from Snowbasin Resort. So it's Friday, the day before the race. So as an ultra racer, you have to go pick up your packet the day before because it starts so early the next morning. And yeah, so we're gonna go pick up the packet, and then we're gonna head back to the condo. I'm gonna start my preps for tomorrow morning, which is laying out all my race gear, going over things for final preparations. Then of course an obligatory pasta meal. But we're looking out right now because it is very clear and blue skies. We saw a lot of smoke coming in from Boise. So we're looking out. Tomorrow's supposed to have good air quality. And tomorrow, I don't know about the temperature, it's freaking roasting right now, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. We'll see what the temp is tomorrow, maybe a high of 85 or something. So. All right, man, I'm lucky. I got my registration stuff right out of the gate. They're having internet trouble. So we're out in the middle of nowhere. So having internet connectivity problems. So I'm lucky I got it. I don't have to wait too much. I don't want to be out in this heat too much. I want to conserve as much as my energy for tomorrow. So yeah, let's go get prepped. Let's go get prepped for tomorrow morning. This thing is going to be super hard tomorrow. We're looking at 10,500 feet of climbing and descending over 31 miles with 60 plus obstacles. It's going to be tough, man. I'm hoping I can do this thing in 12 hours. I'm actually hoping I can finish. There is cutoff times. If you can't complete this in a certain time at certain checkpoints, they will kick you off the course. So we'll see what happens. See what happens. It's gonna be tough. The obligatory pasta meal the night before a hard event. 5:14 a.m. in the morning, and I'm here at the Snowbasin Ski Resort about to start off this. In 1 hour, I'll be starting the Spartan Ultra 50K, 31 miles, 10,500 feet of climbing. And I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be freaking hard, and I'm nervous. And I just want to finish. Hopefully, the next time you see me, it'll be in this truck, and I'll have a cool buckle around my chest, and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping I can do this in about 12 hours. It's gonna be super tough. So I'm not taking this camera with me. It's just gonna be too much I don't want to carry the weight. Plus I don't have time. It'd be even a longer day. So wish me luck. We'll see how this goes. 11 hours, 10 hours, 57 minutes is what it took me to do. This thing was super tough. I think this is probably the toughest one I've done. This is number 5. And this was the toughest because of the altitude, the terrain, the climbing, the heat. The obstacles were super tough. On the second loop, I hit this obstacle called the Twister, and my calluses just ripped off, so basically my hand's on fire. And you need your hands for other obstacles, but I was able to limp on through and finish strong. I have to look at my watch. It was like just under 30 miles with probably 700 to 800 feet of climbing. They actually had to change the course just a little bit because I guess people were getting hurt and souls were getting crushed, and there was a lot of come to Jesus moments out there. So a lot of people probably DNF'd, which is do not finish. But I just grind it, and I just grind it out there. And they actually don't have medals for Utah due to a supply chain problem. So I got another Montana medal. Spartan's gonna mail me out a Utah medal once they get it. But here's the medal I've been wanting right here. I got 3rd place for my age group, which is 45 to 50. I'm 47 years old. So that thing was just a straight up survival event. I went into the transition. I was only in there for 5 minutes. I got in and got out, and I quickly realized that this is just going to be about surviving and finishing, and just put your head down and go. And that was my tactic. So yeah, I'll do more of a debrief tomorrow after I have a chance to eat and decompress. So yeah. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching this stuff. Well, it's Sunday, the day after doing that Utah Spartan Ultra, and I'm still alive. So yeah, yesterday that was the toughest Spartan Ultra I encountered because of the altitude, the heat, the terrain. The terrain was horrible, and the ascents and the descents. It was just a combination of all sorts of things, and super tough. There was a lot of people out there that probably shouldn't have been out there doing the Ultra or the Beast. I bet the DNF rate was through the roof. I saw a lot of people suffering. I saw a lot of people quitting. A lot of people having what I like to call come to Jesus moments. And yeah, they weren't prepared with the proper gear or the proper fitness, and they got exposed. And it's probably a really tough day with them. I saw a lot of suffering going on. So, and I suffered too, but I have the experience to get through it. I just put my head down. I just keep going. Suffered some pretty good injuries. I got some good burns on my knees from doing this Olympus wall, and I got to work on that. It's a kind of a grip strength obstacle thing, and then I had my calluses rip off on this thing called a Twister, and so that kind of hurts when you still have to keep going on the course. You got to climb ropes, you got to get on monkey bars, you just got to deal with the pain and get through it and get to that finish line. So yeah, super tough event. So when you're doing these ultras, you wear a purple jersey so the race officials can identify that you're doing the ultra loop or the ultra course. And on the second loop that you do, you start to encounter these beast competitors, these beast racers, which is like a half marathon distance. And that beast course yesterday was brutal. Everything was brutal yesterday. And so basically you'll come along these beast racers, and they'll see your purple jersey and they call you ultra, and they'll cheer you on, or they'll get out of the way. And it's actually pretty encouraging, and it's nice because you're just chugging along, and it's tough. Yesterday, as I passed one of these beast competitors, all he said was uncommon. I go by him and he just says uncommon, and uncommon means, I looked it up this morning, the definition of uncommon is out of the ordinary or unusual, and that could probably be the best compliment I got yesterday. So yeah, I'll take it. That's it is uncommon. That thing is super tough, and if you want to be uncommon, I'd say go do a Spartan race yourself. But prepare for it, or else you will get exposed. So yeah, just recovery day. We're out here in beautiful Huntsville, Utah, and tomorrow we're gonna load up our adventure mobile, and we're gonna head into Wyoming and hopefully get some good fly fishing and camping and just awesome scenery and driving our truck on some back roads. So continue enjoying our adventure, and yeah, let's go see what we can do tomorrow.